have an exam on Saturday, which means I have no effort to put in any time researching, and to be honest, can't really be fucked. I have bigger things to think about. Quantum physics. Can you believe I'm doing a theoretical degree in physics? So today, instead, because I have a comedy special coming out next week, exciting times, it's called The Bloke Agenda, I'm very proud of it. I put a lot of effort into it. It's taken me a long time to get good at stand-up comedy. I've bombed more times than I can count. You know who hasn't put in the effort to be good at stand-up comedy?
Who you doing?
I'm just about to bully a dickhead on the internet.
Can I join you?
I actually don't know a single comedian who's not done a single bad night of comedy. Like, everyone bombs. Everyone is bad at it. The important thing is coming out of your bomb, learning from your mistake.
I've done a bomb.
You've done a bomb.
I've done a bomb.
I've done more bombs than I can count. I've done more bombs than this. Joel, are you familiar with a man called Ned Fulmer?
Nope.
Nope.
Educate me.
I'll learn you a thing or two about this absolute cockwomble. So Ned Fulmer, one of the try guys who turned out to be a very trying guy. Anyway, he was known as the internet's wife guy. He kept talking about how much he loved his wife, and then he cheated.
I bet he was. Yeah.
Don't to interrupt you. He cheated on her with one of his producers, who was also in a relationship, engaged at the time.
I didn't just spit on myself.
He did a podcast with his ex-wife where he talked about why he cheated on her.
That would have been worse than when Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith did that.
Kid.
Made those kids.
As many internet commentators called it, one of the worst podcasts ever, and as someone who's done a podcast with you for quite some time.
And we've done some bad ones.
We've done some
shockers.
I have to agree. Mr. Ned Fulmer, in his continuing effort to try things, he's recently done a video about learning how to do stand-up comedy. And I've not watched it yet, but I've seen a lot of thumbnails and titles just saying, this is the worst stand-up I've ever seen in my life, and people clowning on him. And I thought, what better time? I'm an educator, I'm a comedian.
We're trend chasers.
And I want views. Yeah. So today we're going to teach Ned Fulmer how to do comedy good, because clearly he hasn't learned his fucking lesson. You ready, Joel?
Let me microwave my coffee real quick, because it's a little cold.
Pasta.
Sorry. The dark side came out. Dark Joel happened.
Oh no, dark woke. Alright, so it's time to see whether woke killed comedy or Ned Fulmer did.
Ned Fulmer!
Oh no. Focus.
Hello everybody. In this video, I'm going to be performing at my first ever stand-up comedy show. If you know...
I couldn't tell.
I just want to say quickly, I'm so happy my first stand-up show wasn't recorded.
Oh my god.
You should never film your... Much like when you're Much like when you're having sex, never film your first.
Never film your first.
Have a few cracks first.
Very unfortunately, my first comedy set was in fact recorded.
I thought for sure you were going to say your first time having sex was recorded.
No.
You're saying... I never deleted that file. How dare you?
The first time we had sex was recorded.
And you can watch it now on the Patreon.
But it actually, I wake up tossing and turning in the night, knowing that comedians that we've ragged on publicly have a copy of me making some of the worst jokes I've ever made.
I really don't think you should have dropped that N-bomb. I'll be perfectly honest.
I didn't drop an N-bomb. Fuck.
It's just bad taste. I will say, also, having think about it, my first time doing stand-up at a high school talent show is also recorded.
It is also recorded.
And it is on YouTube here.
Wow.
Luckily, I got some help. Joining me
It's not a
today
good
is
start
Shubha
when production's
Agarwal.
not
She
happy
is a
about it.
hilarious stand-up comic.
Why are we so mean to sex workers? I never understood that. Oh, you mean the people who took all of the dick that none of us wanted like a goddamn hero? Thank you.
And here she is taking one of the dicks that none of us wanted. Ned Fulmer.
Nice!
My first ever open mic training ground where the only other audience members are other comedians.
And I will say, an open mic where the most of the audience is other comics is pretty par for the course of the Brisbane scene.
Yeah, that's pretty much most.
That was like my first 5 years as a comic. And there is no one more brutal than other comedians.
In the video, I'm going to be booked as a real stand-up comedian at the Elysian Theater in the BizBaz show. Will the crushing weight of being truly known...
I feel like he means like a real comedian in the way that like Joe Rogan's friends are comedians. They're not like, you know what I mean? They're not really comedians.
That's because none of us are comedians anymore, Joel. The bloke killed it.
Oh yeah, you can't talk about anything anymore. You just can't say anything, especially like a passion, yeah. That's what it is. Is that what all these conservatives just have pasta in their mouth?
Pasta's way too exotic for them to eat.
It's a little bit gay now that I think about it. There's a little
wet noodle in your mouth.
It's both hard and floppy. Man, maybe. Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Happy Pride Month. We're filming this with my husband, Joel. God, that was really bad.
Stay tuned to
Don't
find
play gay chicken with me, boys.
You asked me to just write some jokes.
That is
Is it
how
okay if I
works.
have my
Good
notes
work.
with me?
No, yeah.
Nedwood, it would be...
Ned.
Can I call you Nedwood?
Ned, buddy.
It would be very difficult and very weird for a comedy trainer to say, go home, don't write any jokes. Just
let them happen.
Just let it go. Go home and write a drama. Go home and write something sad.
Can you write? You might actually have to cut that.
So-
Not all, but it is funny.
It wasn't funny enough.
Writing material.
What's the over-under on how long it's going to take him to mention the ex-wife?
Start with writing.
It'll be open line.
You see, I used to be famous
Oh no,
at
this
BuzzFeed
was so
for trying
quick.
new things. And then I tried having a midlife crisis.
No, you tried an
Cheating on
affair.
your wife. You can do lots of things with a midlife crisis.
You could get
buy a bike.
You could get a motorbike. Yeah,
You can try stand-up comedy.
a jet ski. Even
Jet skis.
Jet skis
Oh,
are
jet
awesome.
skis are great for midlife crisis.
They're fantastic.
Edward, I know a lot of people who've had midlife crises. A lot of people who have quarter-life crises. A lot of people who've just had crises. None of them have cheated on their partners.
Yeah.
Very few of them. I've had several crises. You know what I've never done? Cheated on a partner.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. You can have a midlife crisis without having an affair.
Wow. Finally,
Wow.
finally someone said it. Finally.
We say the hard things here.
It only takes two white men in a room to say the hard truth.
Yeah.
Her fucking face
God.
at that moment.
10 reasons why having a workplace affair.
And then when you're honest about what you're going through, and
This feels like I have hemorrhoids.
Why? I feel like she has to be getting paid a decent amount for this because she seems cool.
Well, how much money did you make as a try guy that you didn't spend on your fancy affair meals?
Yeah, or your midlife crisis.
How-
They're famously expensive.
Yeah, you know, you could have just spent your money on a jet ski and
Oh,
saved all
just-
of this time.
We wouldn't have to be watching this.
Fuck. This poor woman would have her afternoon back.
You could have bought her a jet ski.
Could have bought us a jet ski.
Oh, can you buy us a jet ski?
with it in a way where you have control over it, it means a
I'm
lot
about
to
to
people who are going through similar.
I'm like the meme of Obama before versus after his presidency. Where
Like
he's
the meme
super
of
old
Obama.
after. Except instead of killing Osama bin Laden, I killed off all my brand partnership prospects. Now the only brands that'll sponsor me are Boner Pills and BetterHelp.
If Boner Pills or BetterHelp want to sponsor us, please. Except for BetterHelp.
No, BetterHelp. They've been caught for having some people that do. I'm not going to say the word, but it rhymes with coercive wooicide.
Oh. You mean they've done coercive suicide? Fuck. But if Boner Pills want to sponsor us, please, I'll take it.
Hey man, we'll take a Viagra.
I'd love to sell Viagra because I
Yeah.
can do the hard sell.
We can do, and we'll show it in action. We'll be like, who can hold it up the
Before,
longest?
after.
Well, I mean, I feel like if we'd do like a Sam's
Dick
bucket
jokes.
challenge, like with the boys. Dick
Jokes with the boys. I fully
Is
imagined
this joke going anywhere?
I was fully picturing a Star Wars parody. It's just sort of fun. I am your father.
Slow burn. When it comes to writing,
Oh. I just want to say
where do you
quickly,
go?
saying it's a slow burn is like saying, no, it's your fault you don't get it, guys.
No, this joke is just too fucking
Too fucking smart for you fucking idiots.
I'm kidding. I have a great relationship with my kids. The ones
Haven't
I
cheated
know
on them.
about.
Oh,
Even if I couldn't write anything, I was like, I have to sit here and just try and just try. And so then it became much easier to write.
Try,
What drives you?
guys.
Brings me to blind dates. All right.
Oh, that's zoom in.
It's on me for not writing
Yeah,
it.
but why would you keep that in the video?
Okay, so it's also a lot about specific words and the lead up to the joke. Like if you say it this way versus that way.
Can you
that
explain a
comics really
joke to
nerd
me?
out about.
Okay, so for aspiring comedians, this is 101. This is the first lesson for Nedwood. A joke has sort of like two parts, right?
Yes.
So there's a setup, which is what Nedwood is describing here as the build-up to the joke.
The words.
The words that you have to say in a correct order to set up the punchline, which sort of breaks the expectation. Ha ha ha. The audience has a moment of realization together. They all get to laugh at the thing they've all realized is
And not to say a punchline has to be a single line. It could also be just a word.
No.
It could also extend to multiple lines. I've seen like multi-line
you can do
punchlines.
a setup, a punchline, then you can keep riffing on that to add.
riffing,
double. You can have double punches, triple punches, like extra all onto that. There are no real rules, but there's structured guides that help you that you can then break and do yourself if you've had enough practice.
It's one of those things. It's like filmmaking where you kind of want to know the
You
rules,
want to know the rules so you
so
can
you know
break
why
them.
to break them.
Yeah. What Nedwood here is describing is the fallacy of a lot of up and coming comics will make the mistake of thinking, all right, so I need to. The joke has a very specific structure. I must stick with that all the way. So that works a lot of the time. Often you will find yourself when you get a bit more advanced or more practiced and more comfortable on stage, breaking that, flipping it a little bit. I'm excited to see how Ned gets to apply his using words correctly. To make a good joke on stage, because really the writing is the work of comedy, the performing is very much the reward of comedy. What I like to do a lot, and you'll see this in the comedy special that's coming out next week.
Oh my gosh!
Is that I will break a bit down I will write the bit out fully as I want it to be said and in the way that I think is the most effective and funniest. And then I will break that into dot points and then memorize the dot points so that when I'm on stage, if I do find myself getting lost, I can start to riff a little bit and still find my way to the punchline in a way that works with the audience that night. Because sometimes what you've written down won't be applicable that night.
Yeah.
So you can find yourself, if you've got dot points and you can riff a little bit on those dot points as like a structure sheet, you will find yourself being more comfortable and the audience will be like, oh, I get something different tonight that no one else has had before.
That's another one
really
too.
Exciting thing.
To quote the amazing Australian film The Castle, it's more about the vibe you're on.
It's about Marbo, it's about the vibe.
Art's a reflection of life, and I can never erase the pain that I caused. Be a better man, a better father.
That's good stuff, Ned.
Oh,
Fuck the cutting of Jim.
God, he's giving it his damnness, isn't he?
He's really putting him in with a bunch of decent comedians. That's fun.
Also, I have to say it again, focus.
How did my set go?
The wrong way.
Dad. Don't Google me.
That joke, Edward. So let's just break apart why that joke doesn't work.
He
So
really
we
kept
know
that.
We know that the Don't Google Me bit is funny because we know who he is. We know who you are, Nedwood.
We know who you are.
We know what you've done.
But then-
so you can say, don't Google me, haha, I've done a terrible thing. But the audience don't know that, and you're riffing on them not knowing that. So when you say, don't Google me, that doesn't mean anything to them. That could just mean, I've done tax evasion.
Also, like, here's the thing.
I'm a sex pest.
I don't think it's like, who fucking cares? Like, really? Like, is my kind of thing where it's like, yeah, you had a scandal because you cheated on your wife. But it was only an issue publicly because you were very publicly the marriage guy. And it's like, I feel like when you say, don't Google me, that should be, like, reserved for comedians who have been, like, to prison. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was going to say. Like,
if
it
they've done,
sounds
like, a
you've
violent
killed
assault.
someone.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you've...
Or like you accidentally hit someone with your car.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You know, don't Google me. That would work, kind of. But also, it reeks to me a bit of the... Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am? And
I was one of the try guys.
You don't know who I am. You don't know what the try guy. Is it too far into the video for me to say I don't even know who the try guys are?
They used to be in BuzzFeed and they did their own thing. It's
Oh.
one of those fucking groups that just like
Great.
internet superfluous, like really tame family content.
Fantastic.
Whatever. Which is why a sex scandal was such a rough thing for them.
Yeah.
Don't talk about. If your whole thing is trying to reinvent yourself as all these different things and as a stand-up,
Just don't mention it.
Stop talking about your affair, you fucking dickhead.
Like, and I feel like if you're gonna talk about it, like, take a fraction of accountability for it. Say like, yeah I did a thing, I fucked up, it fucked up my life, earnestly.
To talk about when Jimmy Carr did his tax scandal and he got away, like he paid the money back, whatever, he was absolutely mercilessly ripped apart by every other comedian and by the Prime Minister at the time, David Cameron, calling him a cunt.
I didn't even know about this. This is
literally
great.
walked out of a meeting to call Jimmy Carr a dick, basically, which
Love
is just
that.
wonderful. David Cameron, I've got my issues with him, but Jimmy Carr also got my issues with him, whatever. But he did a bad tax thing. He took accountability. He said, I fucked up. He took all the riffing from all the other comedians on his chin. The audience liked that he was taking accountability for that.
Yeah.
If you just keep coming back and saying, cheated on my wife, lol, and then using that for content, you don't look like a man who's learned a lesson.
Yeah.
You look like a dickhead.
Yeah, you've brought up a great point. This doesn't exactly scream, I'm a man who feels guilt about
Who's
what
sorry.
I've done.
And if you watch the episode
It's more like he's sorry that he got caught.
if you watch the episode of the podcast that he did with his wife that he cheated on, which I don't recommend you do, because fuck me, I just watched someone's reaction to it.
That would have been horrible.
Where she's like almost in tears telling him that she does not forgive him, and he's now that she doesn't want to be involved in anything else, and he keeps bringing her up, you know, like a psychopath,
like a normal person would do, you know? Fuck.
I am Ned Fulmer. Oh, that was so uncomfortable. And
Good. I'm glad you felt pain.
so you could say I'm in the middle of a rebrand. You know, I'm embracing my jaded dad bod Ben Affleck.
You're in the middle of a
tattoo
rebrand to a
aesthetic.
different channel where you try
I'm
things,
less
Nedwood. That's not
daddy, and I'm
new.
more
It's the same
every other
shtick.
weekend father.
Oh, I see. I get. Doing the. I get. Try, guys. They try things.
They try things.
They try now.
They try now?
They try now.
I try now.
Right now, the only brands that'll sponsor me are Boner Pills and BetterHelp. Yeah, pretty solid. Yeah, no, actually, BetterHelp rejected me too.
My Boner Pills and BetterHelp line, someone heckled, like, hey, those are actually pretty good sponsors. I was like,
Okay, so I'll talk another comedy. Like,
I need to like. Oh fuck! I'm like emotionally damaged from that last 10 seconds. Holy fuck! Yeah, do go on.
So there's a thing when you're doing comedy. There's different kinds of joke that you should say at different parts of the show.
Well, you generally try to make jokes. So that's our first piece
of all,
of
you
feedback.
should try and be funny.
Be funny.
That's a big tick for the start one.
Big one.
The other one is there are two sort of styles of jokes that will be in your show. One of which is like a joke that will roll on with the energy in the room. That will only move if there's already energy from a previous joke. Like this requires that you already to be liked by the audience.
Yeah.
Which is called a cube joke in the words of Find Your Comic Genius, which is a book I would recommend to anyone wanting to be a comedian. I didn't write it. I get nothing for this. I just really like the book.
You've read it. It was good.
I read it and I found it really helpful. The other one is a joke that will start that momentum, which you should say at like the beginning of your show or the beginning of a bit in your show.
Yeah.
What Nedwood just did was 3 jokes which would require the audience to like him back to back to back without making the audience like him first.
You think, I guess, like, to put it into, like, an everyday scenario, it's like, you don't want to start a job interview with a joke, right? You want to start a job interview with, like, being professional. And then you work your way up to feeling out your potential boss and saying, oh, can I make this fun little innocent joke to this person? You've got to earn it.
It's why I never got, and I genuinely think, reflecting on it, this is why I didn't get the job I once interviewed for at Aldi, because I kept doing bits during the group interview.
Yeah.
Which made everyone laugh, didn't get me the job. Like, I am so much more comfortable on stage after I get the first laugh. I would never dream of delving into something heavier, like cheating on my fucking wife, before I've got my first laugh on stage.
It's like you're not going to start the cancer material until you've made a couple dick jokes.
I do a lot of stuff in my shows about the time I had brain cancer. I'm better now, allegedly. But I made the dick jokes first, like a professional.
Yeah, of course. You got to make the fart jokes before you make the tumor jokes. It's just the way of it.
Exactly. That's the rule. That's the goal.
The
now.
rule.
Don't Google it.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah, I don't know if you know.
Did you
but
rewrite a single thing?
I was social media famous at BuzzFeed for trying new things.
Don't call yourself
And then
famous.
I cheated on my wife. Turns out that was the one thing I really shouldn't have tried new. BuzzFeed, you know.
That joke just quickly was never going to be good, but it would have been better if your final word was tried, because it would have at least landed on a nice plosive instead of new. That's the only thing I have to say about that.
Also,
don't talk about being famous and cheating on your wife.
Dude, and it's like, oh, boo-hoo, I'm famous and I had an affair.
I'm a white man who threw everything away for some poontang.
I've still got enough money to throw it in all this crap. I feel like that is the only kind of joke he's made for his. Well, that was awkward.
I can picture him on stage with a funny video playing behind him and him just going, Who did this?
Get a load of this.
Get a load of this fucking guy.
Yeah, but then the Fine Bros might try to fucking sue him.
I suppose this isn't a reaction. This is an education.
This is educational.
Like. Subscribe.
No.
Yep.
Go fuck
Let me to
yourself.
stand up.
Yes.
I don't even like saying that in
Right.
videos. Imagine saying that on stage.
Please like and subscribe.
I have been trying to make more male friends. That's something I've been working on.
Well, because women fucking hate me
Women
for some
are-
reason.
Male friends.
All the women in
LA,
my life keep thinking I'm a
especially
piece of
if you don't
shit.
do
I
things
can't.
like
Couldn't
sleep
put a
with
figure
a
out why.
Or have a
I like
stable
only Andrew hates
relationship.
subreddit. Everything got better.
A lot of my friends in the group chat, they're married and they have kids, so the jokes hit different now. You know, my friends, they're like, "Oh gosh, I would pay any price just to have an hour to
Okay.
myself." And I say, "My friends, a price does exist. For a mere 50% of your net worth in crippling loneliness, you may have all the time in the world."
Oh, because there's like
making
the
friends
worst thing about
is
that is
tough.
that has potential to
Dating
be
as
a
a
good
single
joke.
parent is
There,
tough.
that's what I was gonna say. There is
That's that
something there.
one. There
That's
is
the
something in
first
that
time
joke.
I've seen him at the precipice of funny.
He-
He's right there, right on the edge of funny.
He's right there, but then he
And then
made
he
it
trips-
about him.
Yeah, and then he makes it, instead of saying, like, in any way being empathetic towards the woman and the children
Yeah.
that he's hurt, or the other woman
Oh,
and children,
Blue, I'm
or the
so
other family that he's hurt,
lonely.
he's like, oh, please feel bad for me, the man who
Please
cheated
look
on his
like
wife.
me.
Please feel bad for me, Mr. Ned Fulmer.
Like, here's the thing. Like, I feel like let's workshop this joke a little bit, right?
Yeah, okay.
Because I think this is a bit of fun.
Alright,
like,
so I
because
will
you
play
could-
the role of the man who cheated on his wife.
Oh, fuck, no. I mean, I'm thinking about like on a structural level, right? I'm
Yes.
just also making sure the camera's still rolling. So that's a decent setup.
And that's fine. That would work for anyone.
Yeah.
You could have, but any.
Because if you, and even if we, because we're working with the precedent that because he just insists on talking about the affair, right? You make one-off comment at the beginning of this segment, like, and actually the trick is take accountability.
The
right?
trick is
be
you-
like, oh, I did a fucked up thing, and I did
Ned
this.
should be the butt of all of these jokes.
Yes.
He should be the one that they're laughing at.
Yes.
That's the only way this is ever going to work.
I-
You
and
can't
I-
set something up as being the villain.
Yes.
And expect people to laugh with you.
Because you could structure the joke like this, where you go, oh man, my friend, he says I would do anything, I would pay any price to just have an hour of free time, of alone time, just time for me. And I say to them, there is a price. Like, but then
just
don't, but
yeah,
then,
don't do anything or just go.
just imply it, like, because
I
it's
like
funnier
that-
unsaid.
I do also enjoy the characterization of being a little goblin, like, a price does exist.
A price does exist because
All
like,
you need to do is trade all of your self-worth and
Yeah,
50%
yeah, 'cause
of your net worth.
because instead of
Yes.
going like, oh, you just need to be lonely and give away half of your net worth.
No, fuck you, I don't feel sorry
No,
for
I
you.
don't feel bad for you. Like, you should
I will
say,
never feel bad for you. You should say, oh, I've lost. You just need to trade all your self-worth.
Yeah.
50% of your net
give
worth.
up all of my. Yeah, because I feel like the and 50% of your net worth could be the punchline of that.
'Cause
Because
that's-
if you say, oh, I'll trade away all my values as a human being and 50% of
And-
my net worth, that like if
all your value as a human and also in money.
all of your value as a human and half of
it's
your
your money.
money.
Yeah, that
like
works.
there is a joke there.
I don't think it's ever going to be a great joke.
No,
but
it's
it's
like-
better than that.
That's like a good medium joke that we've just
That would
made
be like
there.
a fine joke to then be, again, it's something that's going to get a bit of momentum rolling with the character and the and then he just fucks it up by making it about himself again.
But I think that this kind of comes to like a really important point about comedy and stuff like that, is that you need to be open to feedback of some kind. I'm sure that what we're saying right now, the comedian that he was talking to was saying as well. Even the people at the open mic were saying, well, you need to make jokes, man.
You just
Like,
can't just trauma dump.
Yeah, you can't just be trauma dumping this entire set. You
I would
need to
say my
actually have
special has
point.
a tiny bit of trauma dumping, but I make it funny.
But it's like structured into the joke. It ebbs and it flows, and it's a part of the actual material.
yeah, it's not just like, I had brain cancer and it made me feel really sad.
And look, comedy's subjective. If you watch Kieran's set and are like, oh, this isn't for me, that's fine. But
Well,
like,
yeah, to not
you,
like it.
you can't argue that these jokes weren't written and they weren't thought about, right?
I've at least put effort into it.
Oh, I've seen the proof in the pudding.
I've been writing those jokes for a long time.
Go on a date with someone who is polyamorous lately. They invited me to meet their boyfriend, actually. I'm like, whoa, this is huge. Meeting the boyfriend? Finally,
That was such a good opportunity for a dick joke there, Edward.
Whoa, this is huge. Meeting the boyfriend?
Dick joke, right there.
Finally, here I am.
Dick jokes.
With the boys.
Dick jokes with the boys.
Finally, here's a way to make male friends without having to play pickleball. Thank you so much. I've been Ned Fulmer.
That was his big finish?
I actually don't hate the pickleball line. It just shouldn't have been your final line.
That's like
And also, that's a joke that would have worked much better if the rest of your set hadn't made me hate you.
Yeah, like, you've got to win over the audience, my guy. And that usually starts with accountability and acknowledging your sins.
So, it's in America, so like Americans like to laugh with comedians, Australians and British like to laugh at comedians a little bit more. But even then, if you're gonna start a set based on a thing that you fucked up, the audience is gonna want to laugh at you. You have to just comedy takes. I don't think you can be a good comedian without being self-reflective.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to have a strong level of empathy to understand what other people are thinking and to understand
And feeling as well. You need to be able to read a room as it's happening.
Strong level of empathy, but also, crucially, you need to have a strong fucking sense of self-reflection because you need to, A, if the joke doesn't work, rewrite it, fix it, understand why. B, you need to understand what you're saying and how it makes you look on the you can't just assume, oh, I'm funny, I'm great. You have to understand what you're saying and what you look like to other people.
And you need to be willing and ready to accept that something you've written and put your heart and soul into just isn't working. I think that's a big one.
Fully ready to kill your babies.
Yes, killing your darlings is a
comedy
huge
babies.
thing. That's a big thing in writing, editing, directing, comedy, literally any art. You need to be ready to kill your darlings. It sucks.
And also, if you have had your first comedy experience and it didn't go well, you can watch this video and learn how
you'll
much
feel
you
a
want
lot
to
better. And I also would like to remind people at home, when you're doing poorly on comedy, you won't hear any of the laughters that are actually happening. Like, I think that we can...
There's still people muttering.
There's people chuckling.
People are always...
You might have someone sitting there going... You know,
I at one point just had someone in an audience that it was like mild tuttering, and someone just loudly went, "That's funny."
That's funny. It's like,
fuck you, laugh.
Can you laugh, please? Plus, you want to save the good stuff for like actually being immersed and enjoying it. You don't want to have to. You want to learn to be able to switch off your brain while you're absorbing the good stuff, because you want to be able to still enjoy it.
And if you want to switch over your brain and enjoy good stuff, you can follow us over at the Bronze Lining channel, where we're doing a bunch of news things.
We do it right here,
right?
But we do it standing and on a different lens.
On a different lens, isn't that exciting?
Wow.
We're doing local Queensland, Brisbane politics, as well as some global stuff in a funny way. We're trying to find the Bronze Lining. We've done about 70 episodes of that already over for the 4ZZZ radio program that we used to run. So we have a bunch of stuff. You can find all of those 70 episodes for $1 a month over on the Patreon. I got nothing else to say other than I hope Ned learns his fucking lesson, and I hope Ariel and the rest of his family is doing much, much better now, and I can fucking just one day not see this cockwomble on their screens all the time.
We make jokes. I genuinely don't wish this man any bad will. Like,
I just want him to learn and be better.
I hope if he sees this, genuinely, I hope that he doesn't take any of these jokes that we've made too harshly, but just reflect, man. Just
take a moment. Just take a moment to realize you did a bad thing.
It's okay.
It's okay. We all do bad things.
We all do horrible things.
We haven't all done, we haven't all cheated on our wife publicly with a producer, but hey, we've all done bad things. You're allowed to do bad things. You just must atone. You must learn from them and be better. You can't just keep dragging on the fucking point and dragging your ex-wife and kids who don't want to be involved in this bullshit anymore into it.
Stop bringing it up.
Anyway, I've been Kieran McLeod. This has been Joel Lamont. You can find his channel. He does a bunch of Warframe stuff now.
I'm doing gaming.
Joel's now a gamer.
I'm a gamer now. I'm working on a video about Soulframe, actually.
If you're interested in that, that's a new thing that's coming out.
Got early access to that. Thank you, Trippy Soul.
That's coming out just like we are. We're both in straight relationships, committed to straight relationships.
See, mate, that's how you make a fucking joke.
That's how you make a fucking joke about cheating on your partner.